Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Quest VI. Last time, we slew the last of the Dread Fiends, and heard about the Archfiend, that's more fiendish than even the Dread Fiends could fiendishly hope to be, and we restored, whatever this castle is, back to the Dream World. And in this episode, we're going to take a visit to Cloudsgate Citadel. No Stormsgate anymore. It's not stormy anymore, but it's cloudy. And it's home of Lord Zenith, the Keeper of Dreams. If you've played Dragon Quest IV or Dragon Quest V, you actually probably recognize the layout of this area. But, yeah, I recognize you. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. There's probably an NPC that we failed to talk to, so that's probably what they're talking about, but I very definitely went straight for Duran, so... The dreams begat us? Wow. That's some form of phrase. Oh, so King Zenith rules the dream world. Let's go chat him up. How's it going? Welcome, Rex. I am Lord Zenith, Keeper of the World of Dreams. Jesus Christ. Thou hast done well for us, liberating Cloudsgate Citadel from the clutches of evil. From the depths of my heart, I thank thee. From my perch in this castle I see all, and I know all, including thy motives for traveling here. Surely thou doth heard the name of the Archfiend Mortimer by now. Said fiend is the true mastermind behind this chaos. He desires nothing less than to plunge all that exists into darkness. His power is immense, but he is not without his weakness. Thus he sealed away the four legends that did threaten his rule. All Trades Abbey, which groweth the latent abilities of mankind and might someday produce the next hero of humanity. Medford's Manor, home of Medford Medallion, who so magnanimously giveth away his hoard of mighty weapons and armor. Sorceria, the enchanted city that teacheth the ultimate in arcane arts, Magic Burst. And this very castle, which holdeth the key to reaching Mortimer's home in the Dread Realm. What is this key, thou asks? Lo, thou can find it nowhere else but upon the shining wings of Pegasus. Only the celestial steed has the might to smite the barrier that blocketh the path to Mortimer's realm. Thus I say this with sadness. The Archfiend has gone so far as to plunder Pegasus's powers. Listen to me, Rex. Thou must descend into the castle well and return with Pegasus at your side. Then and only then may I restore the steed's powers. Jesus Christ. You really making me do that whole thee, thou, thine bullcrap, huh? I'm bringing me all the way back to Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. Well, to explain, I am going to be playing Dragon Quest 4 and 5, by the way, but to explain, Cloudsgate Citadel basically has exactly the same layout as another castle in Dragon Quest known as Zenithia Castle, or something like that. Or actually, it's probably just Zenithia. And mini medal number 83. And a Grassel Leaf. Nice. But yeah, Zenithia plays a pretty important role in all three, or well, not all three, but in both of those games, and it kind of ties into this game a little bit too. So, remember that for later, like when I Let's Play Dragon Quest IV. But anyway, yeah, they tie in together, basically through Zenithia / Cloudsgate Citadel. They're basically the same thing. And that's why this trilogy, Dragon Quest IV, Dragon Quest V, Dragon Quest VI, is also known as the Zenithia trilogy. So there you go. So yeah, I'll eventually will be playing 4 and 5. 4 because I think it's a really good all-around, like, early modern Dragon Quest game, and also just generally fun, and also has one of the only post-game Dragon Quest experiences I actually play. And we'll be going through 5, which has, honestly, what I think is the best story out of all of Dragon Quest. In the future. The distant future, probably, because I'm going to be playing 2 Dragon Quest games back-to-back, and I'm probably going to want to take a break from Dragon Quest after that. Now, we got a Yggdrasil from that kid there, and he was saying we could only have 1. That's mostly true. You can only have, he will only give you 1, and then you have to use it to go and get another one, so, oh well. This is a psychedelic well. There's a dead end. What gives? Well, you had to go in and then go out again in order to actually get what we need out of that well. Why everything is based around wells, well, you've got me there. But anyway, there's a mountain surrounding a tower. This is also something that shows up in Dragon Quest IV, but this is the Pillar of Pegasus. We also got our wagon with us this time around, so basically what that does is, just like how on the overworld you can kind of swap freely with your party members in and out of battle, or in and out of battle, since we can take Pegasus into the, since we can take the wagon into the Pillar of Pegasus, that allows us to swap our party member freely in and out of battle, in and out of the wagon whenever we want. So, going in with a certain specific party is no longer necessarily a major concern. Granted, it probably would have been nice to be able to just do that raw, but oh well. Anyway, we got new enemies here. Killer Moths, Splutterfly, and Boss Troll. For boss time? No. Anyway, aside from the Boss Troll, these guys probably won't do too much damage to us, so we should be fine. Probably just go for our multi-targeted skills. Not Lightning Storm, that's a little excessive. Where's Boulder Toss when I need it? No, actually, where the hell is Boulder Toss? There it is. I was about to start whistling for it as if that would help. Let's get the air a little thin in here. Thin, with 3 N's. Goddamn flying enemies. Goddamn Dazzle Flash. Flazzle Dash. Anyway, we've got a series of pots here. This one contains a Seed of Strength. The top one of those 2 remaining contains a Frighturn, which can cast Whack on you, and that's not good. The other pot is empty. Oh, Pegasus's caretaker, who lives down in the basement or something. Oh, hey, that kind of sounds familiar. Wait, that horse that accompanies you. Surely it couldn't be, yet her eyes seem strangely familiar. Nah. Nah, surely not. There's no way they would do something that dumb. Surely not. Not in my Dragon Quest. But anyway, upstairs we go. This actually leads to another floor, despite appearances. You can walk off that top ledge over there, it'll just kick you out of the dungeon, but don't do that? Why would you do that? You don't want to get kicked out of the dungeon. We're trying to get to the end of the dungeon. And fight the Myth Steed. Oh. Myth Steed. Myth Steed. Misdeed. I hate this game. Nope, that's it. Let's Play's canceled. We may be like 40 episodes in, but I'm canceling it right here. No, I'm just kidding. Although I could end the episode right there if I really wanted to. But I'm not going to. It's only been 12 minutes. If we head downstairs here, we can pick up a chest, which contains another mini-medal, number 84, I believe. There's a lot of mini-medals for us to collect in here. Yes. Enough singing. I see, that's where we want to go. Oh, that's a lot of corpse corporals. You know, I'm thinking about it, like, in the back of my mind from a couple episodes ago when I was talking about fighting Cloudsgate Citadel. I don't think there's ever another opportunity in any other Dragon Quest game where you can do that much damage from a single attack. Like, not, like, combined from, like, a bunch of multi-hit attacks like you can in Dragon Quest 8, but, like, just one attack that does 1,000 damage. That kind of thing doesn't really happen in most Dragon Quest games. Because most Dragon Quest games aren't balanced around that. Well, hell, you can argue that this Dragon Quest game isn't even balanced around that. But in here, we get a Yggdrasil leaf. Yet another one, because we clearly didn't have enough. Uh-oh. Model Mend Slime. I have no idea what that does. Hirsute Hexer, which I also don't know what that does. I'm guessing the Hexer is like a sorcerer but stronger, and a Model Mend Slime is what its name implies. And then we also have Overkilling Machines, which thankfully aren't Uber-killing machines, but they are going to do a lot of killing, so that's not very good. I think we're at a little bit past the point where Boom is enough to deal with things. I think they're resistant to Sizzle, but I could try it anyway. Yeah, they're resistant to Sizzle. Speak of the devil. That's a weird animation for defending. Like, really weird. Yeah, Overkilling Machines, they also hit twice, so... And I guess they're immune to thin air. That's disappointing. Let's give him a roundhouse kick to the face. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Sage's Stone and Hustle Dance, if used when you have the wagon accessible, it heals everyone, including your backup party members, so you can swap out someone who gets injured and just have them get healed passively from abilities like that. All multi-targeted healing actually will heal people in the back, so that's really nice. There's a sort of secret room over here that lets you get mini medal number 85, a Seed of Life, and Dragon's Bane. Let's see, let's take a look at the Dagron's Bane. Oh, it's a really nice weapon for Amos that we can equip there. Actually, I kind of wonder if it would be better for Carver, but I probably want to give it to Amos. Oh, look at that, I still want to give it to Amos. I'd rather have Carver have the Miracle Sword, to be honest, anyway, so that's really perfectly fine for me. So yeah, the Dargan's Bane, as the name implies, deals bonus damage to Durgans, so nowhere to go but up is what I would say if it weren't for the fact that there are a lot of ways to go but up. A hell of a lot of ways, actually. Although some are of limited use? Why the hell is that? Never mind. Let's just go straight up. Well, now I gotta find out. Well, now I'm actually very annoyed at this map. Ooh, that's new. A liquid metal slime. Kind of like what the name implies. They're a more powerful, but also much more lucrative, metal slime enemy. Though it's probably gonna run away, but it would be nice if I could kill it. Let's go Hatchet Man. I don't know if Carver has Hatchet Man, but I'm gonna look for it anyway. He has Hatchet Man. Hatchet Man. I don't think you have Hatchet Man at all because you didn't go that path. You gotta stab it with your Dargan sword. Whip it good. It ran away. God bless America. If I hadn't murdered the enemies like that, it would have been a nice opportunity to show off the Sands of Time, which can restart a fight if you screw something up that bad. Well, Strategy Wiki, you're missing a room on the Pillar of Pegasus map, so there you go. If I cared enough, I'd post about it, but I don't actively care enough, so I'm not going to post about it. But the Strategy Wiki is missing an entire floor on this dungeon. Good. Is there anything I can do to these guys? Let's do some crack. Nope. They're immune. Anyway, we are almost through this dungeon. In fact, we're basically there. Got everything. There was another chest in that room with the pits that contains a mimic, so don't worry about that. Let's just ride this elevator all the way to the top, baby. And there's the stone Pegasus. Huh? What's happening to Peggy Sue? Halt! I cannot allow this. I do apologize, but I really must step in at this juncture. You were about to revive Pegasus, which goes against the express orders of Mortimer. Now it's time for you and that horse to meet Oblivion head-on. So we've got another boss here with the Silhouette, the Hijinks, and the Devil Moth. Let's see. The Silhouette is not particularly tough, other than the fact that it's another one of those little ghosty shadow monsters that can be a little tough to hit. The Hijinks is kind of the actual boss, as it has stuff like Kaswoosh and Multi-Heal, nasty things that you really don't want to deal with. And the Devil Moth doesn't really do much more than either attack or possibly envenomate one of the party members. The Silhouette also has a chance of casting an instant death ability, but Death Dance actually has a lower chance of working than Whack does, so eh. And it can also seal away the wagon for the rest of the fight, which is less than ideal. Anyway, so there's a couple of things you could do in this fight that you can do to kind of, I guess, cheese it out, so to speak. Kind of thinking if I want to show it off that way. So, anyway, the Silhouette has not that much HP, nor does it have that much defense, but unfortunately it is immune to a lot of different things, including Knuckle Sandwich, so that's going to be a little bit blah, and that Death Dance is not very nice either. So we're going to have him for Carver Forbearance to deal with that. Alternatively, you could just go Clang until the Silhouette gets itself stuck in a loop of holding down the wagon door, and then kill it that way, but that's cheesy as hell, and I'm not willing to do that. So you could probably just pop the Devil Moth in the face, I'm guessing, and let's get a Ka buff going. Why not? Fortunately, Carver does not take the damage of or not take the damage, but absorb all of the buffs either, so that's nice. Let's see. Done that. Let's focus our strength, forbearance, punch the Devil Moth again. No. You need to full heal Carver, or he is going to die next turn. There it is, full heal. Thank God for Priest, and thank God for Meteorite Bracer. Now, forbearing against the Macabre Dance does run the risk of getting you killed, but it should be fine. He is immune to that. Let's not do that. And then just a straight up full heal is fine. Should probably get rid of that envenomation eventually, but I'll worry about that later. Nice. And now all that's left to deal with is the hijinks. Now, alternatively, what you could do instead, like I said before, you could Clang stall the shadow until it gets itself stuck in a pattern. You could also just send out Ashlyn and Magic Burst, which will just kill everything but the hijinks. And that would also work too. But again, that's not what I'm going for here. Is the hijinks weak or susceptible to Knuckle Sandwich? Yeah, it's kind of susceptible. But I want to squelch Carver first. God, that sounds wrong. Do you imagine, like, going up to someone, looking them dead in the eye, and telling them that you're gonna squelch them? You wouldn't say that to anyone. Anyway, this double-edged slash is probably going to kill the guy, so that at least is nice. Ooh, nice timing. There he goes. But, Lord Mortimer... And now we can turn Peggy Sue into Peggy Sue. It's a pun, trust me. Look at that majestic bastard go. Beautiful. And we get the Celestial Rains. Call me Celestial Rainin' on your parade. Yep, Peggy Sue was Peggy Sus. Would have killed her to give us a hint. She could have neighed meaningfully. Yeah, sure. Never mind the fact that our introduction to Peggy Sue was the fact that she mauled a guy. But anyway, if you use the Celestial Rains when you're out in the overworld or on top of the pillar or whatnot, you could fly around. We now have what basically amounts to an airship. It kind of operates a little bit differently to how the Magic Carpet and the Flying Bed work, in that you choose the direction to fly, but Pegasus will keep going without you inputting a direction after that. So yeah. Anyway, now that we've rescued Pegasus, we have a way of bursting through to Mortimer's Dread Realm, which we'll find out how to do more of in the next episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest VI. See you guys then, just as soon as I clean up this map.